Gusto mo rin bang ma-achieve ang financial freedom at maging debt-free? Ganyan din kasi ako noon dahil baon ako sa utang. I live paycheck to paycheck at wala akong ideya kung saan ba napupunta ang pera ko. I realized that I need to make a change and I can't keep living this way. The most life-changing skill na natutunan ko ay kung paano i-handle ang aking finances, i-identify ang aking bad money habits, and replace them with good money habits. In this video, pag-uusapan natin ang 6 na pinakakumong bad money habits ng mga tao at kung paano maiiwasan ang mga ito. Bad money habit number 1. Paying yourself last. Natutunan ko ito nang nabasa ko ang libro ni Robert Kiyosaki na Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Ito ang pinakaunang finance book na binasa ko at ang naging foundation ko para ma-achieve ang financial freedom. In-explain ni Robert na mayroong 2 types on how people pay their bills. First method is the poor people's habit, which is they pay themselves last. Pagkarating ng sahod, inuuna nilang bayaran ang kanilang electric bills, water bills, rent, at kung ano man na matira. Yan ang itatabi nila sa kanilang bank account. At yun ay kung may matitira, which most of the time, ubos na ang pera. After paying all the expenses, minsan kinakapos pa. The second method is the rich people's habit, wherein they do the complete opposite, which is they pay themselves first. Ito ang pinaka-importanting gawin mo kahit ikaw ay minimum wage earner. Once na matanggap mo ang iyong sahod, set aside a minimum of 10%. Itabi mo na agad sa iyong savings account at huwag mong gagalawin. Treat this like paying a bill. Napaka-importante nito dahil you're guaranteed na mayroon kang naitabing pera. Pero paano ko po magagawa ito, Kuya Ben? I live paycheck to paycheck. Di ko kaya magtabi ng 10% ng income ko. Ganito yan. Kapag nagtabi ka ng 10% ng sahod mo at kung ano man ang natira, yun lang ang budget mo for the month. Automatic na mag-iisip ang utak mo ng mga paraan para pagkasahin ang natirang pera mo. At di mo napapansin na nakakapag-ipon ka na pala. Bad money habit number 2. Getting comfortable with bad debts. Yung kaibigan mo panay post sa social media ng bagong biling bag. Eating out sa expensive restaurants at ng kanilang weekend getaway sa Boracay. Pero ang malupit niyan, hindi pa pala nakakabayad ng utang niya. Marami sa ating mga Filipinos ang umuutang para lang ma-fulfill ang lifestyle na gusto nila. Ang dami pang nasisirang pagkakaibigan at dahil sa utang na hindi mabayaran, isa pa ay ang mga credit cards. Di mo ba alam na mas gusto ng mga bangko na hindi mo bayaran lahat ng credit card balance mo every month? Dahil yan sa interest. The bank lets you use their credit cards para makabili ka ng mga bagay na gusto mo. Pero, once na hindi mo sila mabayaran on time, they'll keep charging you huge interest rates hanggang sa mabaon ka na sa utang. Kaya kaibigan, please as much as possible, iwasan mo ang bad debt. Simple lang naman para maiwasan to. Don't spend money that you don't have. I personally own a credit card. Pero ginagamit ko lang ito for emergency. And I have a rule na kapag may bibilhin akong bagay using a credit card, I make sure na kaya ko siyang bayaran in full at the end of the month para iwas sa mga additional charges. Bad habit number 3. Walang emergency funds. I'm sure maraming makakarelate sa bad habit na to. Do you remember during pandemic? Maraming nawala ng trabaho. Marami rin sa ating mga kababayang overseas ang umuuwi at walang other source of income. At dahil walang naitabing ipon, hindi nila alam kung saan sila kukuha ng pera para tustusan ang kanilang everyday expenses. I don't want this to happen again to my fellow Filipinos. I would like to recommend to every Filipino na magkaroon ng emergency funds. Kailangan mo lang magtabi ng pera which is equal to your 3 to 6 months of living expenses. Kung ang monthly expenses mo at ng pamilya mo ay 20,000 pesos, you'll need to save 60,000 pesos up to 120,000 pesos. So you'll have peace of mind na kung mawalan ka ng trabaho or something urgent na kailangan mong gastusan, meron kang pagkukunan ng pera. Paano mo ba maiipon ang iyong emergency funds? Remember, pinag-usapan natin kanina ang rich money habit na paying yourself first. Kaya kung nagtatabi ka parati ng 10% ng income mo, madali mo na lang maiipon ang iyong emergency funds. hindi alam kung magkano ang income at expenses. Kung hindi natin natatrack kung magkano ang pumapasok na income natin at ano-ano ba ang expenses natin, hindi natin alam kung saan tayo magsisimula to achieve financial freedom. Does this sound familiar? Once na pumasok na ang ating sahod sa bank account, bayad ng bills, bili ng new gadgets, YOLO, and the end of the month, nagtataka ka kung saan nagpunta ang pera mo. Meron nga tayong tinatawag na lifestyle inflation. Kapag tumaas ang ating income, tumataas rin ang ating spendings. Pag na-promote, bili ng bagong car. Pag na-receive ang bonus, bili ng bagong gadgets. Kapag tumaas ang sahod, bibili ng mas malaking bahay. It's a non-ending cycle. It's crazy, but it's becoming a norm. And it's a recipe for disaster. Answer to this bad habit: use a budget tracker. Maraming free apps na pwede mong gamitin or simply write down your income and expenses on a piece of paper. Kailangan mong i-track kung magkano ang exact amount na natatanggap mo, your expenses, and the 10% savings na pinag-uusapan natin kanina. Sa ganitong paraan, you'll have full control of your finances. I know people that are aware kung nasaan sila financially. They keep track of their assets, liabilities, at may clear goal kung anong gusto nilang marating in the future. And they are more likely to get a lot of money and build wealth. Compared sa mga taong nag-fantasize about money, they keep thinking, kailan kaya ako yayaman? Pero wala namang plans on how to generate more income and how to save more money. Bad money habit number 5. Expensive hobbies. Ang sarap sa feeling mag-shopping, no? I get it. Stress ka sa work o may pinagdaraanan ka, kaya gusto mong mag-retail therapy to lighten your mood o para hindi ma-depress. Remember, marketing, social media, and big organizations love to tell us kung ano daw nga ba ang kailangan natin to keep ourselves happy. Bakit? Because it's good for their business. Kaya malaki ang ini-invest ng mga business on advertising dahil naiintindihan at alam nila kung paano ipakita sa tao ang concept ng psychology of FOMO or fear of missing out. Example, you're tired and you feel sad after work. May nag-pop out na advertisement sa phone. Nakita mo na malungkot ang babae. Tapos, para sumesya, she booked a ticket to travel and explore Japan. May tagline pa, find your happiness in Japan. And you'll say to yourself, yes, kailangan ko to. I want to be happy. Kailangan ko mag-travel. Okay lang naman kung paminsan-minsan mag-shopping or mag-travel. Syempre, dahil deserve mo. You're working hard. Pero kung madalas mo na tong ginagawa at kinukulang na ang budget mo for your daily needs, mas okay siguro kung bawas-bawasan na natin. Siguro naman, hindi lang yan ang pwede mong gawing happy to keep yourself happy. Try to explore other activities tulad ng biking, trekking. Nakakalimot ka na sa stress. Less gastos, magiging fit ka pa. Kung gagastos ka man ng malaki, I strongly recommend that you invest your money on skills, education, or activities that gives you more experience. Ito yung mga bagay na forever nagsayo at hindi makukuha ng ibang tao sa'yo. At madedevelop mo pa ang sarili mo to earn more income, possibly later on. Generate more wealth on the long term. Bad money habit number 6. Just saving money. Sabi nga ng mga nakakatanda, work and save our money in the bank. Para kapag nag-retire ka, meron kang pera. The question is, kung ang goal mo is to save 10 million pesos to have a good retirement, gaano mo katagal iipunin yan? Kung nagtatabi ka lang ng portion ng income mo consistently every month, how sure are you that you can save 10 million pesos? Hindi lang dapat ito ang ginagawa natin if you want to improve our financial status. Kailangan mo rin gumawa ng paraan para tumaas ang income mo. Why am I saying this? Dahil may limit lang ang kaya mong isave na pera at nakadepende pa ito sa iyong income and expenses. On the other hand, increasing your income has unlimited potential, like negotiating for pay increase sa boss mo, finding a better job, and better salary. Pag-invest sa stock market or real estate or starting a side hustle, kailangan natin i-break ang bad money habit about saving money. That doing it will bring us massive wealth. Kung marami kang natutunan sa aming video, at gusto mong ma-achieve ang financial success, make sure to subscribe sa aming channel for more videos like this.